It's David, and this is the weekly, no, it is the Insiders Club, and I'm here in Florida at my folks' house. Kind of got my hands full here, and I am just starting this Insiders Club meeting. Let me just move to a different spot here and get a little bit more steady. I'm kind of watching one room. Hold on just a sec. Sorry about that. Abby, I see that you're here, but I don't see you in the admin area. I had you down as an admin. You should actually be able to come in if you want into the admin area. And I'm not sure why you haven't been able to do that yet. Sorry, my dad's in there. I'm kind of watching. So Abby, if you can hear me, shoot me a message here and we will get you into the admin area. And you should have a link in your Facebook group that will get you right in. So log out, log back in, okay? And you'll see what the admin area looks like on the back side. And I kind of want to show folks that. So if you can get in there, that'd be great. Let's see, there's a couple of things I wanted to go over today quickly. And one of those was to really kind of talk about the Webinar Jam admin back end. The other was 30-day challenges. We do have through day 19, should be up by now. If they're not, well, they'll be up within the next hour or two. Let me check to see where they are with that. I'm in Florida, as I said, and I am down here for the week, and I'll be leaving on Friday. So, sorry, Saturday. I'll be leaving on Saturday. I'll be home next week, and we'll finish out the 30-day challenge. Now, what we're going to do with the 30-day challenge this month going forward, as I said in day 19, is that, and 18, we're actually focused on the business piece. I got a little Brian Johnson hair going on here. Sorry. We will actually focus on the business piece, how to put all this together to actually drive more sales, make your business more successful, make it safer, all of that. So that's the focus of what we're doing. That's why we're doing what we're doing. So that's really kind of the key to everything. So let me just see real quickly what I've got here cooking. Let's see. And there's that. And I'm still waiting on. This is a little unusual for me today because I'm actually waiting for my mother to get home, and my dad is kind of over there taking a nap. I'm with my folks. Everything's going well on that, by the way. But I'm down here checking. So the things we talked about today was focusing on the tools that we're using to clean up our systems and migrate to Infusionsoft. We'll also talk about the reasoning behind much of what we're doing there. The Webinar Jam admin interface, I wanted to show Abby that and kind of give you guys kind of a tour if we could. I'll have to do screenshots because I can't actually show you the admin interface. I have to actually show you kind of some of the stuff around it. And let's see. Yeah, Abby, you are in, but you're not presenting. You're in the attendees, and I don't know why you're not in the live event piece of it. So I'm going to invite you one more time. And first, I'm going to go over to Webinar Jam and make sure that you are set up correctly with that. So hold on just a second. This is 219, yep, there's your link. And here is, I wish I could actually show you everything that is in Webinar Jam because it's really pretty simple to use, especially once you create one that you're going to use over and over, like the weekly live training, then you can just clone it. And let me make sure I've got you set up for presentation. I do have you set up for presentation. Abby, just kick yourself out, Abby. Just drop and then come back, and I should get a notice on the screen that says you want to come in and present. Don't know why it didn't show up that time. Maybe it's because I was late. Go ahead and knock yourself out here. Just close the frame, go to that window and try it again. And I just invited you again from inside Webinar Jam. All right. So let's talk about the Infusionsoft stuff while Abby's trying to come on in. I'm going to show you a tool that we're using and what we're doing with Infusionsoft. And it doesn't have a lot to do with Infusionsoft. It has to do with, actually has to do with creating a system so that you can do migration and do some planning stuff. And that's what we're in the middle of. Cindy and I are working on this as we speak so that we get everything we can in Infusionsoft, but get it planned incredibly well. So hold on just a second. Let me make sure I can find this too. That's in Cindy. And there. Okay, you should be able to see this when it comes up. Let me switch to that screen. It's going to get a little funky real quick. And I will switch to that screen. Now you should be able to see the mind map that we're using. This is called MindMeister. MindMeister. And it's an app that you can get with Chrome as an extension, and it's a mind mapping system that you can use. Now, I like FreeMind a lot and use FreeMind a lot, but the one I love about this is that I can share and collaborate with people at the same time. So we've gone through this and we have created, and this is the tool that we're going to use to share with each other so that we can see exactly what we're doing. Oops, sorry, I clicked the wrong button there. So that we can see exactly what we're doing in the in our planning stages for migrating over to Infusionsoft. So we're coming from Amember and Aweber into Infusionsoft as a single system for ourselves. Now, we're going to have to run a double system for a long time until people's credit cards expire. We'll give people an option to move over as quickly as they can into the Infusionsoft system, and that's going to be really important for them to do that, especially insiders, because you guys are going to be the first ones that would move over. But as you can see, what I've gone through is we're doing a lot of training with Infusionsoft right now on creating a dashboard, creating pages, importing contacts, and doing all of that. So we have, we're looking at what our free funnels are. So I've got create free funnels over here. Found Money is going to be one of those free funnels. So I'm just going to add that there. Another one is going to be MyNAMS workshop keynotes. Now, the great thing about Infusionsoft is it's completely different from working in Amember and Aweber. It's a new way of thinking, really. So, Michelle writes book, MyNAMS Insiders Club, waiting list, Evernote, tutorials, and those are the free funnels that we'll be setting up in Infusionsoft. That's just a few of them we're setting up in Infusionsoft. So that's really cool. That really helps us understand how to do this. Now, the thing about importing contacts is, you know, in Aweber, we have probably 200 lists over there, maybe 150 lists over there. And everybody will be in just one list in Infusionsoft, and people will be tagged. So based on what products you have and based on what funnel that you came in with, by the way, we have the assessment funnel here as well. is going to be a big one. We will import all our people in. The first thing we're doing is importing only the affiliates in. Now, insiders will always get to be affiliates. We're going to, that's one of the perks of being an insider. You will get to be an affiliate no matter what the what your affiliate level is. So it's one of the perks of being the insider. So what I mean by an affiliate level means that we're not moving affiliates over who have not done more than $250 worth of affiliate commissions. Anybody below that, and by the way, that will be about 1,500 people that don't get moved in as an affiliate. But we will move anybody over who has done more than $250 in commission. So that's going to make it a much smaller group, a much more focused group, and a much more active group for those who actually hit the commission mark. But that's just a tag in the system. It's going to be a tag where we identify people as an affiliate, and it'll be just like we identify people as NAMS 100, 200, 300, or 400. That's the big reason, by the way, that we have gone to Infusionsoft, so that we can talk to you based on who you are. You know, we try to build a system that identifies you and your skill levels so that we can get you up to speed and to the next level, right? So we want to know as much as we can about your behavior, and that's the reason we're moving to Infusionsoft. So when you come in as an affiliate, oh, I hear Abby. Abby, there you are. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna can you hear me, Abby? Abby? I see you, but I'm not hearing you. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here. Hold on. So the reason that we are doing the tagging on these things is so that we can understand your behavior. So affiliates just become a tag. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to mute Abby. He doesn't know it. Abby, I gotta mute you. I had to mute you, Abby. You can't hear me. Okay, so I'll make a, okay, and come back over here. This is a little wild doing this all in one area and trying to keep it all together here. So again, what I'm talking about is the different tags, right? So when we talk about tags, we'll be able to identify the behaviors of each of the people coming into the system. Can't do that in Aweber. I have people on 10, 15, 20 different lists in Aweber. And Aweber, all it does is dedupe the folks. So if you're using the same email, but you have 15 lists in Aweber, I send out an email and it goes to you, should go to you only one time. If you're getting more than one, that means at one time, that means that you've got multiple email addresses in there. But I can't detect whether you are a prospect or a buyer or whatever, because we don't have behavioral coding in the system in Aweber. That's why I moved to Infusionsoft. We can actually do, if you are new or if you are a prospect, send you down this path. If you are a buyer of the Insiders Club, we're going to send you on this path. And if you are in NAMS 100, 200, 300, or 400, we'll send you on a different training path. So I can always focus on your behavior based on the information that we have about you and treat you a lot more individually. That's the reason that we're doing this. So we have major steps that we're trying to get accomplished inside inside the Infusionsoft hub, and it takes a lot of planning to get this done in one spot. Now, we are working with these guys, and they're coming to the workshop actually to work with us, and what I'm seeing so far is that I love it, because it is a very simplified interface but you have to think kind of like a process in place. So I'll give you a good example here. We will talk about, let's go over here and look at this funnel. So let's look at the assessment funnel. When somebody comes into the assessment funnel, what we're going to do is give them a decision. Well, we'll make the decision for you, actually. And this decision is going to be, This decision is, oh, come on, what am I doing wrong? There, that's what I wanted. The decision is going to be whether you do 100, whether you come out as 100. Oops, that's wrong. Here again. 200, 300, 400. Okay, if you come 100, 200, 300, and 400, if you remember our 52-week module dashboard, let me just get that up while I'm talking to you. I don't want to remember. And you're going to go down the path of training for that. So if you test in our assessment as a 300 person, I'm not going to send you to the 100 and 200 autoresponder series, which we already have written, by the way. We already have all that stuff in place. So we can actually do that, send you down the right training path based on where you are, how you test. We've never been able to do that before. We will definitely be able to do that with Infusionsoft. Now that's really cool. All that means is we drop you into an autoresponder system. And for me, this is one of the most exciting things that we can engage in, because I have wanted this for so long. I actually drew out our system about two and a half years ago, and I've been putting off moving to Infusionsoft because it was a major transfer, a major migration. But I didn't want to engage in it. Now we're doing it because we've gotten to the point where we can't not do it based on our business model, and this is what's called an ascension model. And ascension models are really important, and they're really valuable, and they're also really effective. So when we move somebody from 100 to 200 to 300 to 400, through that model, we'll be able to congratulate them, we'll be able to give them rewards, we'll be able to give them bonuses, we'll be able to do all kinds of things for people because they're making progress. And I get to treat people differently that way. Now, if you are doing the 100, 200, and 300, and 400, I can actually combine this with the Insiders Club. So if you're in the Insiders Club and you're at the 200 level, we can make some really special noise about you when you move to the 300 and 400. So this becomes a very focused on you training system. That's where we're headed. I'm really, really excited about this. The whole point of this today, though, was to tell you that this is a collaboration tool. You see right here it says Cindy. Cindy is working on this collaboration tool with me. And this is MindMeister. Now to get this, you go into Chrome. I'm using Chrome. In fact, I'm using Chrome almost all the time now. And I just always look up extensions, Chrome extensions. And click on it in Google. Go to the Chrome Web Store. And when you search the Chrome Web Store for Mind Map, see MindMeister comes right up. Click on MindMeister. And here it is. And you can get it for free. And it's not a full-blown mind mapping software, but it works pretty similarly to the free mind system. So you can just grab that, go over here and install it on your Chrome, and use it from your Chrome system easily. So this is one of my new favorite tools. But the key is that once it's in your Chrome system and it comes up on your screen, then you come down here and you say, I've got a little bar in the way here. Get rid of that. Click hide, it'll go away. I can actually just say, okay, share this. So I'm going to share it with Gary. Let's share it with Gary. I'm going to invite, and this would be Gary at, well, I'll tell you what, I'll just invite myself over here. So you can see my Gmail email. So then I can make it an edit or a view. Can view or edit. So, and you put a special message in. This is a test. Click invite. Now it shows that we have 3 people on this who can use it. I'm invited. I haven't accepted yet. But I am in the, I get a Gmail email that's going to tell me to go to this link and accept it. And then I can come in, see if it's here. Might be my same bulk. Yep, there it is. MindMeister, I don't see it. Okay, so where is it? Here? But you can see I've shared it. All I have to do is accept it, and then I'm going to be able to share this bad boy as well to come into the system, and I'll show up as a third person who can actually work on this at the same time. So if I get Cindy on the phone or on Skype and say, what do we need to do to make this decision process happen? She can actually do some adding. I can make some changes. It's like multiple people editing the same document and talking about it at the same time. Collaboration. Love it, right? Collaboration. So this is a great way to work with outsourcing people who are all over the world. And we'll be using this mind map in a lot of ways to build operational processes. This is perfect, by the way, for our, and this I would have included this in the 30-day challenge for business operations, but I've really only discovered this tool, this collaboration tool, this month. It's been there a while, but I really only discovered it and started using it this month. So this is perfect for the 30-day business challenge, 30-day business operations challenge. If you are working with people to build your operational manual stuff. So, for example, let's say that I needed to add in here the import contacts. So I'm going to. This is an operation thing, right? No, I'm not going to talk about the import contacts. I'm going to talk about this one, migrating assets from S3, because this is a money saver for me. This is where operations really comes into play. So I'm going to add this because I'm going to be migrating a lot of my videos in S3 I use, okay. Then I'm going to import into Customer Hub. Customer Hub, by the way, is Infusionsoft's membership software. And when I came over and looked at Customer Hub, the marketplace, let's see, there it is, the marketplace Infusionsoft, and I did a search on, where is it? Here, search on memberships. Nope, that's not it. I had to do a category members. So it shows all of the membership plugins that you can add into Infusionsoft, and this becomes your membership platform. And it's a monthly fee for these. i360 was $57 a month. Membarium, which digital marketers use, is $47 a month. And then Customer Hub is $79 a month. I went with Customer Hub because, one, it is built by Infusionsoft, so it works seamlessly through the same backend. The other reason I went with Infusionsoft is you can host unlimited media and documents in the Customer Hub system. And my current S3 monthly hosting plan in S3 is about $300 a month. So by spending an extra $30 for the Customer Hub, I was able to, I've got a migration plan now for moving our most effective videos and documents into Customer Hub and getting rid of a lot of stuff on S3, which is great because it's not going to cost me anymore. I'm going to save probably a couple $100 this way. So my $79 a month is going to save me a couple $100. That's good operations investment. That's good reward investment, and and I'm really excited about the way this actually works. So I think that I've made my point about this. So as we're moving these things over, and I keep adding these elements here: import into Customer Hub, create content in Customer Hub, move from S3. That becomes my process. Now Cindy's going to come in here and she's going to add in a lot more detail here about this process. This becomes a new process in our operations manual. Migrate assets from S3 into Customer Hub. Okay. Now, there's a campaign and a pages function over there that we would do a lot of this kind of work with as well. But anyway, you should see now the importance of doing collaboration and this tool that we're using to actually do a lot of collaboration for our migration. All right? So now let's go back over here to Abby. Abby, you there? Let me see if I can unmute you. Oh, I just muted you. Let's see. Unmute. You got to unmute yourself, Abby. Can you do that? You see the little there.
How's it now?
Pretty good. I can hear you now. Okay. Okay.
What do you want me to say?
Just hang on a second. So what I'm going to show you is some of the stuff that we're doing on the inside here. So I just want you to, you're in the admin hub. You wanted to see what the admin hub was like on the back end. Now I hear some background noise that's coming from an echo there, and the reason for that is you're not using a headset or anything, and if you were using a headset you wouldn't hear that as much. You can see that what I'm just using here is, you know, my little phone things right here, so that's what this is. That makes a big difference. So go ahead and mute yourself, and what I'm going to do is just make a couple of quick screenshots of the back end here and then bring those up on the site. All right? Okay, hold on. All right, so let's see. I'm going to make screenshots, and that's that. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can make this so that you can see what I'm doing too. How am I going to do that? Okay, here. I'm sharing now my, what is this? This is my Snagit tool. So what you're going to see in the Snagit tool is just basically the screenshots of the back end, the admin section of Infusionsoft. What is this? Webinar Jam. So when you come over here, in Webinar Jam, when you come into Webinar Jam, you see the the sidebar on the right, which it says at the top detach it. You can actually detach it if you want, but you've got polls, attendees, pop-ins, videos, and chat here on the top, and you can enable chat or disable chat. If you disable, you don't see anything in here. See, this is where you get your messages and your chat information. There's always a little bit of a delay, sometimes up to a minute, between the chat and what's on the screen, because the screen is a little bit of a delay. Google has like a 15-20 second delay, and Webinar Jam has a little bit of delay on top of that as well. So let me go over here and grab another shot and show you what we've got. Now you shouldn't, you probably are only going to see, let's see, where is this thing? I want to, how did I get that? Come on. There it is. Okay. Let's see. I've got also the attendees are listed there as well, and you can do a lot with the attendees, and I'll show you that quickly. So I'll probably have a new screen up, which shows you, I think, Snag it. Yeah. Okay, so what you're looking at is a blank screen that I was seeing, and here's the attendees list. And you can see I can email the attendees. This little guy right here on the right looks like a flame is a ban. I can actually ban people from here as well if they're causing trouble. Kick them out. Never had to do that, but you can do it. Let's see, get back over here. This is confusing for me to go back through this, back and forth through this to look at it. Okay, and the things across the top in there give you lots of options. The poll thing I kind of love because you can create a poll on the fly, you can make the results public at the end, and you can show the results of the poll at the end. But let me show you the other stuff over here. The cool part about Webinar Jam is that you manage these as an event, and it connects to your Google Plus page. So let's see if I can get my Webinar Jam open, and I might be able to actually send you straight to that and show you the back end of this. Yeah, I think I can do that. Okay, so there's that. Coming back here to Webinar Jam. So once you get inside the system, now you should be seeing that Webinar Jam backend. Yeah, okay, sorry. Okay, so when you come in, when you log in, basically you come to this screen. Make this as big as I can here. And you will, this is the My Webinars. I always start in the My Webinars. So let me just log out and come back in so you see the whole process. So you log in. You come to this quick tutorial screen, and then you've got your left sidebar, which is really just the 4 major areas of Webinar Jam. It's your webinars, your new webinar, analytics, and training. Tell the truth, I've only ever used, always come to the My Webinars, because I just click on that bad boy. All my webinars come up over here, and I can access those other 3 things from over here. Now I almost never, I bet I haven't made 3 or 4 new webinars since I've been using this. And you can see I've got a ton of webinars already created down here, and I've deleted a bunch too. But let me just walk you through this real quickly. What you'll see, I have next week's weekly live training is set up here, and it's at that date. And this is today's Hangout right here. So if I want to make next week's Hangout, what I'm going to do is come over here to Actions, and I'm going to hit Clone. And so I'm cloning next week's Hangout. Brings me to this page with the tutorial part again. I just come to the General tab, and this is going to be next week, which is 225. Is that not right? 225, or is that 226? 26. Change the dates on that. Just have a webinar description that's really simple, although you know I'll change that too. Insiders Club Q&A. I changed the date to the 26th. And the time stays the same, Central, noon. Now, the add another session can be confusing because I thought when I fixed this up I could add a series. You can't add a series here. Another session means that people can pick different times. So if you add 4 sessions here at different dates, it gives them the option of choosing one of those 4 sessions, not all 4 of those sessions. So that was confusing to me in the beginning. It is not series. It is multiple sessions at the same time. So here is the webinar admin. That's me, my email address. I am presenting. I'm going to be an active presenter. I just do all of that information. I can add another admin here, like I did you, and now I can remove you. So I just click that one for the next one, and you're gone. I have to save every module. So when you change a module, you have to save it, and you have to publish, so it has just a step-by-step workflow, actually, that walks you through it. So here's what it's like. You can load a template of your own, or you can choose a different template. There are multiple templates here that you can use. If you have a video, there's a lot of video options for templates. So there's some pretty nice opt-in templates here for getting people into your webinars. And then there's your own custom template. We're going to use this one. And then you choose registration boxes. I can have name, email, phone. I could choose just the email. I could choose just the name, whatever I wanted. I can have 1 or 2-step registration. If I click on 2-step, it's going to give a button click and then gather the information. We do 1 with the insiders group. Then I save the module. You don't have to save it every time. If you're not making any changes, you don't have to save the ones that you change. If you want to charge for to register, you have a paying webinar. You click that button and you just input your information, and when people come to it, they get a registration post and a thank you post, and then you save all of that. And you give the amount that you want and the amount of money, because so I would put in here $7 if I wanted to do that. You have that option. Ours are free for the insiders. Notifications. Now, what I would do about notifications is I want to put my name in here and my email address. Or you can use your own SMTP email server if you want, but I don't. I use the webinar series. Here is the email that goes out. Actually, we should get rid of that because I don't change that every time. Thanks for registering for the next MyNAMS Insiders Club Hangout. This is confirmation that you just registered for MyNAMS Insiders Club. That's not Elite anymore. Elite's a different thing. And these are called tokens. These tokens then have all the information for the webinar that you've just scheduled. So it's the description, the presenter, the date, and the time. So the date's going to be included already in there. And here's the registration link. That's your button to push to go. See, in the webinar, presenter is my information, basically. Just tokens that get filled in. This is a starting soon email. Session starting soon. You probably are getting these for the Insiders Club if you register. Now, you can actually do a post-webinar setup as well. So if I click that, it gives me an option of doing so many number of hours after the webinar, or even days if I want. I just do it by hours. Put in my subject and all of that, and watch the recorded webinar now. You can edit that however you want. If you activate SMS, you can actually send to their phone as well, which is a great technique. It just has a little bit more, there's a lot more to it in setting it up here, and I haven't gone there yet. Integrations, you can add the registrations to your mailing list. If I wanted to add you, if this was for a autoresponder, what do you call it, opt-in, boy, that went away. You add it to your opt-in, then you would want to choose your autoresponder company. You've got Aweber, GetResponse, iContact, Infusionsoft, MailChimp, all of these. So if I chose Aweber, I would put my Aweber code here and it would strip it out and put and post exactly what I needed into Aweber. You can integrate third party. Get rid of that because for the Insiders Club, I don't collect email addresses since I already got you in the email address area. So integrate with third party. You can integrate it with Google Analytics. You can integrate it with your own custom tracking pixel, or you can integrate it with Facebook so that you can actually push over to your Facebook pages and groups, or pages and profile, I think. And here's the API that you can use for any kind of integration stuff that you do. Okay, I didn't change anything there, so thank you. I don't do anything pretty much on the thank you page for this one, although I probably could just say thanks for registering. That'd be a nice thing to do, and let's do that. So thanks for registering.
Hey, David, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just lost you for like 5 minutes. I think our network went down.
Sure. So yeah. You're still seeing the inside though, right?
No, I lost the page totally for 5 minutes, but I'm seeing the inside now, yes.
Okay, good. So let me just get back there. So you're still seeing this. You're seeing me on the inside of the webinar jam. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you can watch the replay on this as well. But you're getting an inside look at the back end, but you're also got to look at the being on the admin, right?
Right. So Webinar Jam is basically a plugin for WordPress, and you put it on your company site.
Let's see, is that true? No, not really. No, it's not. It's not a plugin at all. It's a service.
Okay.
It's a service. So you just go straight to your site. You go straight to the service, and you work everything at the service, and it's a plugin that works with your autoresponder system.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not working with WordPress at all.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and mute yourself, Abby, because I got a really bad connection there on the back end. And I'm still here. I'm just typing. So be sure to check the Facebook group and add your questions there. And I will say, here's the Facebook group. That is, I think I know the Facebook group URL, which is just to make sure. Yep, that's it. Okay. Open in a new window, and there we go. Okay, I'll save that module. Now I have a thank you message. Put my name on it. Save the module. Okay, so I've saved that module. You can add a countdown if you want to your webinar. And here's pre-configured polls. If you don't want to do a live poll, but you want polls set up, you can actually click one of these boxes and just add a poll. If you have an offer, you can actually create an offer here, and it will. You'll have an add to cart button and the whole deal, and it will actually monitor your sales in the system. So that's pretty cool. Untick that. And you can actually add in pre-recorded video presentations. So if you have a YouTube or some kind of pre-recorded video presentation, you're supposed to be able to do that. I've not used this because it was very buggy for a while, so I don't know if the bugs are worked out in this or not. But essentially, you had the option of basically running a video from your computer. So I don't know. And your share buttons for Facebook and Twitter, so that's all there. Then you have the same options for the replay. You can actually, and this should actually already be set up, so I will change this one. So the actual replay of the recorded live session, yes, that's what I want, or a pre-recorded video of your choice. You can change the replay video. A redirect to a URL of your choice. So that's what I'm going to do, because we are going to redirect you when you go to the replay to the Insiders Club replay page, which is nams.ws/live hangout, which was a really dumb idea when I set up that redirect. To register, it's Hangout Live. To see the replay, it's Live Hangout. The really dumb part of that is I can't remember it most of the time. So apply an expiration period to the access of your webinar replay page. So you can always say this is going to expire in 90 hours. And it'll have a counter box on the top that tells you when it's going to expire. Abby?
Yep.
What's up?
What's up? What?
Did you want to ask a question?
Oh no, it's just my internet kicked out again.
Okay, mute yourself again.
So I just refreshed it. I'm muting again.
Okay, thanks. And let's see. Should be pretty. So now I'm going to save this one. there. And the miscellaneous is, yes, inject my affiliate link for the Powered By. Okay, that's my affiliate ID in Deal Guardian for Webinar Jam, so I always want to add that, save it. Then you come to Publish Webinar, and you have to do this step. You have to do this step or it doesn't work. Okay, so Publish Webinar. Now next week's is ready. I come back up here to my webinars, and there it is. Minic Hangout 2/26/14. So when I'm ready to get my links, I click on the Get Links. I did that too fast. I click on Get Links, get your links. The links show up. This is the registration link. This is my link for admin link. If I had anybody else in here with me who was an admin, they would also get their specific link in here with their name. So you would see them down here with their name and their admin link as well. And then you just click this to email your admins their link to the system. I do a redirect. That Hangout Live will be a redirect to this for next week's registration. And these other ones I almost never use. These are generic replays for that. And so I would come back to my webinars. And if I wanted to see analytics for how many people signed up, you click on this and it will tell you how many people have registered. Let's see, this is registrations and attendees. And this gives you registrations and visitors. So how many people visit, how many people registered. And if you had this set up for tracking your sales, it will show over here how many, the number of sales and the number of dollars, the gross revenue, sales conversion, earnings per click, all of that stuff, which is kind of neat. You can also download a full list of registrants with their email address if you want. And this is good analytics up here as well. So then there's the entire training system over here, which is really good about all pieces of Webinar Jam. So there's lots of video training to learn how to use it. So Abby, if you're still there, come back on the line.
I'm still here. Yes, sir.
Okay, so is that helpful to see all of that?
Yeah, very helpful. Just two quick questions for you. One is they're not selling anything on the company I'm with is not selling anything on the webinar, but they're charging for the webinar. I didn't see where you can do
Yeah, so I went through that piece, and you can actually do that. Watch the replay on this, because I actually show how you can charge for webinars as well.
Okay, so they want to charge for it, and then after the class is over, there's no limit to time, right? It can go for 4 hours?
Yeah, you can set it up for a replay forever. You can have an expiration date or no expiration.
Right. No, not the replay, but the seminar itself, the webinar. Can go for 4 hours straight, no problem?
That depends on your Google account. So if you have a Google channel that is approved for what's called YouTube Live, you can go forever, pretty much.
Okay, so YouTube Live, that leads me to my last question, which is the other product I was looking at was Easy Webinar by Casey's.
Yep.
And that is YouTube Live, right?
Actually, we use Easy Webinar, not the front end, which is the competitor to Webinar Jam, but we use Easy Webinar for our back end. And let me see if I can show you why I use the different system for that. Udemy. Udemy what? Udemy. Shoot. Hold on a second. Yeah, here we go. Copy link address. Yeah, this is the Easy Webinar system that we use. Let me show you that.
Never wondered how to bring your skills, expertise.
So I got to come back over here. Click that. Click that. Click that. Okay, and this is the Easy Webinar Replay system. We like the Easy Webinar Replay system better than any other plugin we've tried so far. John Paduchak turned me on to this one. It's fairly simple. It's got some glitches to it, but it gives you the option of doing replays and auto webinars with this. You can do replays directly through directly through Webinar Jam, but they will be to a Webinar Jam page, and you really don't have the option to add a lot of material there. They have some limits on the salesy part of it and all of that. But I like this easy webinar part a lot. We did not like the easy webinar setup from the front end of the whole thing. So I hope that helps you a little bit.
So what you're saying is you actually bought both products and you use part of each? Okay.
Yep, we do. We
All right.
do. Getting auto, if you're going to do auto webinars, that is a tricky proposition. All of the stuff that's out there that does auto webinars, I think, don't do a great job. So
Typically not going to be automated just because the company does court order training, so it has to be live streaming. The attendees actually have to be listening to the instructor. She's going to do polls and stuff, make sure they're still there after 4 hours.
yeah.
So it's not really, obviously it'd be nice to replay it later, but it's all going to be live streaming.
Okay, but it's not going to be live streaming. She's going to record it.
No, she's not going to record it.
Okay.
It's just a replacement, so if somebody is indigent, can't drive to one of our training locations, they can actually do it online. But it has to be live. Otherwise, the judge and the probation people, they're not going to approve it.
Oh, that's right. We're in a corrections thing. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay, so let's see. So recording is not an issue. YouTube is not an issue because you're not going to be putting them up on YouTube, right?
No, it's all private, yeah.
Okay, so you don't even want Webinar Jam. You don't want Webinar Jam. You want something that is, since you're not recording it, you just want straight. Interesting. I don't know how you get around that.
Right. I talked to John Paducci. I talked to him on Monday for a little while. And he was talking about both of them, the ins and outs of both, but I really want to see them both in action. You know, they may end up recording the stuff later if they want to go across the country. Right now, they're just dedicated to Michigan. It has to be live here.
Yeah, the only thing I would tell you is that you could probably, in YouTube, you could probably use the live view streaming and not record it or delete it immediately after recording.
That's what John said, is after you do the session, then you have to delete it.
Yeah.
So,
And actually, I do that in my Google Plus stuff as well because it shows up in Google Plus even if it's unlisted,
right?
and then you have to go in and delete it.
In Google also. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it's been very helpful. I appreciate it.
Sure. I hope it was helpful to everybody else too. That's really it for today. I'm going to close her down today. We've done an hour and 55 minutes. So I'm going to close it down today. I hope this was helpful. It's a little unorganized. I'll be back in my own spot next week, which will make it a lot simpler and easier. That is it for today. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. I'm not gone yet. Greg asked a question here that he could still use Webinar Jam without recording. Could he not? Because it's hooked up to your Hangout on Air account, I don't think that's true. I think it will automatically record. It has to go to your Google Plus Hangout on Air account. I don't think that there's an option to not record. The only option you have is to delete after recording. And yeah, if you want to go take a look at Webinar Jam, go to nams.ws/Webinar Jam. Is that right? Let me make sure I've got that right. Hold on. Webinar Jam. Actually, it's nams.ws web jam. nams.ws web jam. I'll put that in the sticky box at the top. Whew. Okay, there it is. nams.ws/webjam. All right. I hope this has been helpful to you. Post any questions you have or any comments in the Facebook group, and we'll get this, actually this replay will be up in moments on the system. So talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.